But we begin with no deal in the high-stakes peace talks in Pakistan between the U.S. and Iran. It spilled into the early morning hours, but just in, the U.S. delegation says it is going home with no agreement in place, and what comes next is unclear. Here's NBC5's Chris Hush with late details.
The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement, and I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America.
21 hours of negotiations, but U.S. and Iranian leaders go home without a deal.
We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. I think that we were quite flexible, we were quite accommodating.
According to Vice President JD Vance, the ball is now in Iran's court. Both parties had met in Pakistan to work out a deal to open the Strait of Hormuz and end the war. But as peace talks spilled into early Sunday morning, Iranian officials signaled deep mistrust of the U.S. At one point, warning ships that may try to travel through the Strait of Hormuz, as President Trump said this.
The boats are sailing up and heading out to our country. Big, beautiful tankers, and we're loading them up with oil. Whether we make a deal or not makes no difference to me.
U.S. Central Command says forces began setting conditions for clearing mines placed by Iran in the strait, with 2 U.S. Navy-guided missile destroyers passing through the channel to establish and share a safe pathway. But Iranian state media denied the report. The failed negotiations come as Israel continues attacks on Lebanon, a sore spot for Iran during the historic high-stakes peace talks. And while Israel was not a part of the peace talks, Prime Minister Netanyahu gave a televised address saying, quote, "We still have more to do." In the newsroom, Chris Hush, NBC5 News.
Thank you, Chris.